The following program is rated TV MA-LSV. It contains strong language, sexual situations, violence, and nudity. It is intended only for mature audiences.
I could see you guys having a sex swing.
My husband's been wanting it forever. He wants like a dungeon. Every time there's like a spare room, he's like, "We'll be a dungeon."
Christmas
no, I fucking kid. No, I don't need
and
any
your
of
new
that
house.
stuff.
That's what you know he's
what
doing.
What are you gonna do with a dungeon anyway?
Nothing.
Yeah.
I'm
Are you
gonna
into
shoot movies in
S&M?
it. No, I do
No.
not like to be dominated. I do
No.
not like
See, I'm with
any
you.
of that
None
stuff.
of that stuff,
no,
right?
No.
Because if you had any trauma as a kid,
done. I don't want it.
the last thing you want is that shit.
Yeah, no,
Right.
thank you. When
Thank
you talk
you.
about this, I don't like to be tied
And this
up.
is a great topic. Let me tell you, because
Yes.
so many people want to say that if you've had abuse as a child, that you're going to go on to be an abuser.
No.
That is complete horse crap.
Bullshit.
Let me tell you something. When you were abused as a child, 99.9% of abuse victims grow up feeling like they want to protect
Everybody.
because
Yep.
they never want another person to
Yeah.
have to go through the pain that they experience.
Yeah, of course.
You know, that's why you break the cycle.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what it's all about. It's all about breaking the cycle,
Yeah.
right? So it's like so crazy to me that the number one thing that pedophiles, predators, and protagonists of the sex trade who will all try to convince the public by gaslighting and saying, "Oh, if you're a victim or somebody that's been through it, then you're
Right.
just going to continue the disease. You're going to continue the whatever and keep hurting other people because it's a instant reaction that you've been hurt and you want to hurt other people." These people don't know psychology.
Right.
Yeah.
They don't know the first thing about being a victim, because when you're a victim, the last thing on your mind, like you're worried, can I ever function normally?
Right.
Yeah.
Can I even adopt the idea of sex and be okay with it
Right.
again?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And you get one of the two. Either you're completely how do I say this? Introverted
Mm-hmm.
and completely backwards, where to the point where you're so scared and petrified of the idea of sexuality that you don't even want to broach the subject. Or you're the exact opposite and you're a freak. But if you're a freak under the terms of like anything can be done to me,
Yeah.
Yep.
but I don't do anything to other
That's
people.
right.
Oh, we talked
You know,
about
both
this. We
Scout
talked
and I
about
we're
this.
in SLAA, so we both
Which is
have
what? I'm
Sex
sorry.
and Love
Sex, Love,
Addicts Anonymous.
Okay.
So we both 12-step programs. We both have had.
I'm sure I could have had permanent residency
you
there,
probably
but
could have.
I chose to go the other way and engage. Go ahead, bring it on. I like it. Let's keep it going.
No, that was us for years.
Yes,
until we were
exactly.
Like, help,
Whoa,
someone
whoa.
help us.
Somebody, please. What's going on?
Throw me a life raft.
Literally.
Yeah, you hit your bottom, and then you're like, "Fuck, I got to do something because I can't keep hurting myself."
But yeah, here you are talking about it anyway.
Yeah, but you know, at least you're like with your person, and like, because you still want to be able to experience that
Of
stuff.
course, of
Yeah.
course.
But you just can't, like,
You have to
be
do it in a safe
abusing
way.
yourself.
In a safe way.
Yes.
In a safe way.
Yes.
And it isn't. That's exactly right. It's all about respecting yourself,
100%.
loving yourself,
Yes.
and being the best version of you that you can be.
Yeah,
That's what we should all
absolutely.
strive for, no matter what we've been through.
Yeah.
Most beautiful people have been abused.
Yeah.
This is what, when we were doing Corey's Angels, the reason why I created Corey's Angels was because I spent so much time at the Playboy Mansion and I saw how messed
Yeah.
up all these girls' heads were.
Yeah.
Because 90% of the
seen it.
girls that were trying to become playmates
Yeah.
really didn't even want to be taking their clothes off for a
Right.
living. What they
Yeah.
wanted was to be actresses or singers or
Yeah.
dancers. They wanted some kind of legitimate career. So they thought, hey, I'll go do this and act like I'm okay with it while I get what I really want.
Right.
But unfortunately, what they didn't realize is that, like, okay, if there's 1,000 girls that go up to that mansion and one gets picked every month to be a playmate,
Yeah.
that means only 12 out of all the 1,000 of you
Yeah.
is actually going to get a shot.
And what do you have to do to get
And
that spot?
That's right. And once you're there, once you have that shot, where do you think it's going to lead? How many Pamela Andersons are there?
Yeah.
One.
Yeah.
How many Farrah Fawcett's are there? One.
Right.
How many, you know what I mean? Like, out of all the thousands of girls that went through the doors, and we're talking tens of thousands
Yeah.
that walked through the doors that didn't get anything,
Yeah.
but out of the thousands that appeared in the magazine, how many do you remember?
Yeah.
5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the ones that were murdered or died.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the point is that I had to break it down and go, listen, here's the deal. And they hated me for this, by the way.
Who's they?
Well, the people that
The
ran
Playboy
the
Mansion,
mansion.
yeah.
Like, Hef and I had a great understanding because from what I was told, and I know there's this whole secrets of Playboy thing, but like what I was told was that all the women that I knew that dated him or that were in the bedroom with him always said he was a gentleman, always said he treated them with respect, and always said that he was classy. And I took a lot of what I did in my life dating multiple women at one time based on watching what he was doing and how he treated women with respect, because that was always at the forefront for me. It was always about making sure that they felt respected, making sure that I was honest and open and transparent.
Right.
Even if I was completely destroyed and ruined because women lied to me, cheated on me, and broke my trust, it didn't mean that I had to be the same. So if I was going to, you know, like after my second marriage, I decided I was just going to have open relationships. That was the way it was going to be. I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to have open relationships, but I'm always going to be honest, and I'm always going to communicate, and I'm always going to tell them, hey, I'm dating other girls, and if you're not okay with that, that's okay. I understand. We don't have to date. We can just be friends. If you are okay with it, maybe you'd like to meet them, because you'll see very quickly that I don't lie to them and I don't lie to you.
Right.
It's all one big family, and either you love it or you don't love it. And if you don't love it, that's okay. You don't have to be a part of it.
Yeah.
But always stay honest, always stay open, always stay communicative.
What would the ladies
So-
say to that when you would tell
curious.
them?
99.9% of the time, they were like, sounds good, introduce me to the other girls.
Cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Would they ever get into relationships?
Absolutely. I mean, that's what it
Wow.
was.
Right.
That's what, before we started Corey's Angels, I had 10 girlfriends that would come in and come out, and girls would stay 3 days at a time, 4 days at a time, and then they'd leave.
That's a
Because
lot of fucking, Corey.
yes, it is. And I never
Like,
wanted.
Jesus Christ.
have
But I
no
guess with
idea.
10, you as a woman, you're like, okay, you can have tonight.
So-
you know.
so-
But it wasn't even like that. It was like we would all play, and then
Right.
when somebody was tired or wanted a break, they
Right.
would go to their own room and they would go sleep. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right,
So
right.
it was just always fun. It was
Right.
always fun, and it was always open, and it was always honest, and people could communicate whatever they want.
I mean, I've been to your parties. I've been
Yeah.
to Corey's Angels parties. Everybody was having a fucking great time.
Right, but those weren't sex parties.
No.
Right.
Yeah, no,
I was
no,
gonna ask. I was like, is it a sex party?
No, but that's the thing, is that
Yeah.
the people that were jealous of it, that wanted to destroy it, tried to make
didn't
it
know.
seem like
Like
it
it
was
was.
something
Yeah.
that it wasn't.
No, we were like dancing, playing pool, and like,
Exactly.
no, there was like a DJ.
Are you and Courtney
and-
like that now?
We're
From time to time?
let's put it this way: we're open-minded people,
Oh, okay.
but we're not anything like I was at one time.
Do you think you
Yeah.
could be monogamous with one person?
Could I be, or is that a choice?
Could you be?
Of course. Yeah, but
But it has to be a choice, right?
it has to be a choice, because the thing is, I've been hurt so much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That going into our relationship, the idea was she came into the middle of me having 10 girlfriends. You know, and it was like she got the same spiel.
Right.
I'm not looking for a relationship. If you want to be a part of it, you're welcome to be a part of it. But she was coming from an abusive relationship, so she needed my help. So I was like, look, I'll be your friend. I'll be there for you. I'll support you through this transition. But don't expect me to be your boyfriend, because I've
Right.
got other girlfriends and I'm here as your friend primarily. And we can have fun, you know, friends with benefits. But
Yeah.
just don't expect it to be a relationship. She's like, totally fine, because I don't want that either.
And
I
what
like,
was it about
"Totally
her?"
fine."
Yeah.
It was the fact that she wasn't jealous. She wasn't competitive. She didn't tell me I have to be the main one. Because even when you had those 10 girlfriends, there would always be one that would feel like they were getting closer to the
Yeah,
to
it's
the
like The
edge.
Bachelor.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
It becomes that
Yeah.
inadvertently. And I didn't want that. And I would always say, look, everybody's treated with the same love, the same respect. I don't ever want there to be favorites. I don't want anybody to feel like they've got an edge over the other one. And then they start playing, you know, pissy games and
Yeah.
being rude and crappy to each other. I
Yeah.
don't want that. I want love, 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 love. So that was always the vibe. But Courtney came in and she was just like, totally get it. Here's what she said to me. The first time she slept with me, she said, listen, I don't care how many women are in the room with us. All I care about is that I have one side every night. So it doesn't matter how many people are in the bed. I just care that I get one side of you every night.
Huh.
And I was like,
Aw.
that is
she
the
loved you.
sweetest thing I've ever heard. And because you're so sweet,
You're going to get it?
well,
Yeah.
but I didn't even, it wasn't there wasn't like an ultimatum.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for
at
sure.
any time she could have left,
Yeah.
or at any time I could have said that's enough. But it was, we just said fine. I said yes, of course. You're so beautiful and so sweet, and the fact that you would say that, of course, automatically yes.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And then she never pushed it. It was never like, oh, this girl's got to go, or that girl's got to.
Right.
You know, she never talked crap about anybody. She just loved everybody. And what I would see over and over was that they were trying to talk crap about her.
Of course.
They were trying to push her out. They were trying to make her look bad. And I would watch and I would see that there was no
Wasn't
attitude
her.
coming from her. There was no whispering in my ear. None
Right.
of that stuff, you know?
Right.
And that's what made me realize through the years, this is a really down girl. This girl is like got my back. She's a real human being.
Are you gonna have
She's
kids with
not
her?
looking. I plan to.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Eventually, we're not there yet, but.